Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. What if I told you that there's a VA connected program that can connect you to other resources that can pay things such as your rent, utilities, storage units, car repairs, and more? This is a big deal. And look, when inflation starts to raise its head, like we're feeling now, unfortunately, there are certain decisions that we have to make with what we're paying at certain times. If you fall into a category of, I need to pick and choose what I'm paying, this video could be instrumental for you. Before we jump into it, I do want to throw on a special thank you to Blessings One G6W. Blessings One, thank you so much for that super chat, super comment thing. I really do appreciate your support very, very much. Now, I'm going to preface it with this. For those that don't know, I was in the veterans benefits world for more than a decade. Prior to doing anything on YouTube, I was an accredited veteran service officer. Prior to that, I was the director of a nonprofit helping to serve homeless veterans and at risk of becoming homeless veterans. And guess what? This program through SSVF, there's multiple different streams, but this is a program that many veterans have no clue about. They don't realize that it even exists. It's SSVF, Supportive Services for Veterans Family. And the big piece here is that, one, you don't have to be a disabled veteran to qualify. It is not tied to your VA disability compensation eligibility or non-eligibility of that. It is its own separate thing for veterans. It's income-based, of course. You can't have $100,000 a year coming in and think you're going to get a bunch of things. So keep in mind that in the event that you run into issues, there are services available. So I'm going to dive into it here. What we're going to be talking about is essentially who qualifies, what is SSVF, what can it actually pay for, and how to apply fast if you are in the need. And here's the most important part. Even if you don't need it, it's good to know at least a little bit of this information. So in the event that you come across a veteran who is in need, you can guide them in the right direction. So SSVF stands for Supportive Services for Veterans Families. This program is funded through the Department of Veterans Affairs and works through local nonprofit organizations across the country, such as when I was a director for one of those organizations. You apply for grant funding, that grant funding gets issued to you, and then you can distribute it and work with it from there. So you're dealing with the local nonprofit, but it is absolutely VA funded. So the goal is simple, right? The overarching goal of this money for supportive services for veterans families is to keep veterans housed and prevent homelessness. They really have a housing first mentality over everything else. It is not traditional VA disability compensation, going on and getting your bad back, bad knee, sleep apnea, and so forth. This is a whole different program. It's not a VA home loan. You're not getting a home loan. And it's not only for disabled veterans. This is emergency and supportive housing assistance. The program is specifically designed to help low-income veterans. Now, you could have not been low income, fell into a situation, maybe lost your job, and it's taking you time to find a new job that puts you into a low income situation. Veterans at risk of homelessness. So you're renting a place and now you have an eviction notice. You're at risk of becoming homeless. Here's another one. What if you get a utility turnoff notice? Well, guess what? That is risk of becoming homeless as well, because your home becomes inhabitable if it does not have utilities, according to our government. The veterans, and it's also open to veterans currently that are homeless or and in transition. It will help them transition into stable housing. So importantly, the veteran does not have to be the only person in the household. The program can help the entire family. In fact, when I was the director for a nonprofit helping homeless and at risk of becoming homeless veterans, we helped an individual veteran who had a wife, and they had, I can't remember, it was a bunch of kids, probably 6 or 7 kids. And they were trying to rent a large home because they needed a larger home. And we helped assist them with first month and last month rent and application fees and all of that stuff. So it's a great program out there. So what can SSVF help with? Well, this is where many veterans get shocked. When you hear about homeless services, you might just think about maybe it's going to help with a hotel stay. Maybe it might help catch up your rent, and that's about it. That is not the case. Now, it's going to depend on what organization you're talking to. Different organizations will cover different counties and so forth. And I'll talk about how you can figure out where these organizations are, these nonprofits that are there to serve you. But they have X dollars. They have a fiscal year. They have so much money to use, and typically it is weighted out. Maybe that organization says 75% of this fund is going to be utilized directly for homeless veterans, getting them into housing, paying the first month's rent, that type of stuff, paying the security deposit and getting them into a home. And maybe the other 25% of this grant fund will be utilized for prevention. Okay, prevention would be all of the other aspects, really. So what it helps with: housing assistance, past due rent, security deposits, first month's rent, temporary hotel stays, moving costs, utility assistance such as electric bills, water, gas, and other essential utilities. Your TV cable subscription is not essential. Stabilization support, case management, budgeting assistance, employment support, benefit coordination, VA healthcare enrollment help, other possible support, transportation assistance. We've done bus passes. You can do any sort of metro kind of transit, maybe trolley or subway type stuff. Child care support, helping obtain ID cards and documents, which help you to get a job or help you to be able to apply for your different various housing situations. Assistance locating permanent housing. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to throw in a couple other things here that aren't on this kind of list that I kind of gathered. Is you have a car, and it's not major repairs, but let's say that you have a flat tire and you don't have money to go spend $200 to get a new tire put on the car. This could potentially pay for that because you need the car in order to get the job, in order to pay for the rent and so forth. So that storage unit type stuff, I can't remember if I already said that or not. Storage units was always a surprise for folks that we would be able to do. And again, I mean, look, things change over time. I don't know how much it's changed since I've been in that business, but it's definitely worth looking into with your local provider. So it says here, some veterans receive only short-term help. Others may receive more extensive support depending on their circumstances. And that's absolutely true. We've had, individuals that just needed a little bit, get them back on track, they're good to go. And then we've had people that it's more of a chronic issue, and to help them really transition through to stability took a lot longer. So here's something important. Many SSVF organizations move fast compared to traditional systems because the goal is preventing homelessness before things completely collapse. I, as the director of a nonprofit, I wrote checks. I drove to landlords. I mean, I drove to storage units. Here's the check, just right away. So this is absolutely something that can happen quickly. Who qualifies? Let's talk about eligibility, because this is where veterans often assume that they don't qualify. And here's the situation. Many of us self-segregate out of many benefits. So don't ever self-segregate out. Let the organization tell you why they can't. So generally, SSVF, Supportive Services for Veterans Families, focus on veterans with low income, veterans facing housing instability. Again, you got that notice of eviction notice, notice of shut off of your utilities, that type of stuff. Veterans who are homeless or at immediate risk of homelessness. Usually you'll need veteran status verification, income verification, housing or eviction related documentation, identification. Those are all important things. And in many cases, honorable discharge helps significantly, although some organizations may still assist veterans with discharge situations through referrals to other additional programs. So could be internal, could be a referral out. And that is a key point. Even if you get turned down from an organization like this, they typically know other organizations that could help you and they can refer you over to them. Another major misconception, you do not necessarily need to be a VA disabled veteran receiving disability compensation in order to get SSVF assistance. Some people just think that it's all part and parcel, and it's not the case. So you do not automatically need to be VA disability compensation related to qualify. Now, as you're going through the program, getting SSVF, or at least when I did it, we had accredited representation there that would help with claims. So in my office, I had claims assistants. We had case managers helping with the homeless aspects. I'm writing checks where I'm running out to pay landlords and utilities and storage unit facilities. So you may be, if you say, look, I'm not service connected for anything. Hey, look, after we're done, go sit with the accredited rep for free and have that conversation, because there may be something there for you as well. So how to apply, most importantly, SSVF on purpose, the Supportive Services for Veterans Families program, grant funding, is grant funding on purpose sent down to the local level. So local nonprofits can serve veterans in their backyard. So the best way is to go find one of these organizations. It means that usually you won't apply directly through any sort of giant federal VA portal. Instead, you're going to go to that local nonprofit organization or veteran service provider where they manage and assist you with case management as well, to make sure that all of the loose ends are tied up. You can call 211 in many areas and ask specifically for SSVF, Supportive Services for Veterans Families. So you can let them know, you're looking for veteran housing assistance. Another option is you can contact your local VA homeless outreach office. You can also Google search SSVF provider. There's also a website, a web page within the VA's website for SSVF grantees. And in there, at least there used to be, I didn't check today, an Excel sheet that pulls up, and you can look at every single state and every single county that SSVF providers are and who was awarded grants for that specific area. You have to have a grantee that services your specific county. So you can search, again, SSVF near me or Supportive Services for Veterans Families, plus your city and state or county, and it should show up. Now, an important reality check. I want to be realistic. SSVF funding availability can vary by region. It's grant money. These organizations are asking for money. The closer you get to the end of the year, fiscal year, by the end of September, by August, a lot of these organizations are pretty tapped out. They're waiting for the new funding to come in for the next fiscal year. It's the federal fiscal year. So if you feel as though you might need something, sooner is better than later. Some organizations also move faster than others, and different providers may offer slightly different types of assistance, and their designation of funding may be a little bit different as far as percentages. Maybe they're willing to help more at-risk veterans at one location versus another. Maybe the other location's more heavily focused on homeless veterans. So too many veterans wait until after eviction, after the problem has already completely blown up, to look for help. Don't ever do that. Look for help as soon as possible. As soon as you see that there is a possibility, you can always turn off the help early versus going back in time and getting it started early. Can't do that. So ask for help before it is as bad as it can get, if that makes sense. So again, remember that this program, SSVF grant funding, is in existence specifically to help prevent homelessness. So anything that is driving somebody to think, oh my gosh, if things don't change in the next month or two, I'm going to be in a bad situation. You need to start having those phone calls and start greasing the skids, if you will. So there's no shame in using the resources that you earned through your service. These are absolute resources that are there for all of us veterans out there. So look, if you are a veteran that's in need, just do yourself that favor and reach out. If you're not, keep this information in the back of your head and keep it for, ideally, you'll never need it, right? But if you come across someone who does, you have the ability to share that too. With that, I really do appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.